The hip-hop world is in shock tonight, and fans are scrambling to process what just surfaced online. A shocking video clip has leaked, allegedly showing Method Man speaking about one of the most tragic and talked about moments in rap history, Biggie's infamous incident. The tension in the footage is palpable, the emotions raw, and the implications massive. People are asking, did Method Man just reveal details that the world wasn't supposed to hear? In the clip, Method Man's voice is heavy with emotion as he recounts events that fans thought were long buried. His eyes dart nervously, his tone shifts from sorrow to frustration, and every word feels loaded with decades of unspoken pain. The hip-hop community is reeling, debates are igniting on Twitter, and the comment sections are exploding with speculation. Some fans are in disbelief, others are calling it disrespectful, and a few are questioning whether this changes everything we thought we knew about the events surrounding Biggie's life. Fans are shocked. One viral tweet reads, "Method Man just said what?" Social media is alight with reaction videos, memes, and heated arguments. The family of fans, friends, and fellow artists are left divided, wondering what's real, what's exaggerated, and what this tape truly means for the legacy of one of rap's greatest icons. Tonight, the internet is holding its breath because Method Man just opened a door that may never be closed. The video had barely surfaced online before it sent shockwaves through the entire hip-hop community. Fans, journalists, and fellow artists all paused mid-scroll, their eyes glued to the screen as Method Man sat in what looked like a private studio, a dim light casting shadows across his face. The air in the clip was thick with tension, the kind of weight that comes from years of holding secrets that you weren't supposed to share. Method Man's hands were clasped together as he leaned forward, voice low but deliberate. "I've kept quiet about this for decades. For respect, for Biggie, for the game," he said. But even in those first words, there was a tremor, a hint of vulnerability fans had never seen from the Wu-Tang legend. Emotions ran high immediately. The family of fans watching the clip could feel the gravity of what he was about to reveal. For years, Biggie's incident, the circumstances surrounding that fateful night, had been shrouded in rumor, half-truths, and urban legend. Now it appeared Method Man was about to peel back the layers. "People think they know what happened," he continued, eyes glinting with a mixture of anger and sorrow. "They don't, they've been fed narratives. I was there. I saw things no one else saw, and it's time someone said it out loud." The reactions online were instantaneous. Twitter blew up with hashtags like "No Method Man Speaks," "Biggie Incident," and "Yo Hip Hop Shocked." Fans were divided. Some hailed Method Man as courageous, a man finally speaking truth in a culture where truth is often buried under fame and fortune. Others questioned the timing, wondering if this was a publicity stunt or a misstep that disrespected Biggie's legacy. "Bro, Method Man just dropped something that's gonna change everything we thought we knew," one viral tweet read. Another argued, "This isn't just a leak. This is a direct hit to everyone who claimed they were in the know." Inside the clip, Method Man began recounting moments most fans had never imagined. "I remember that night like it was yesterday," he said. His voice cracked slightly. "Biggie, he was nervous. You could see it. Not about the music, not about the industry. It was something else, something heavier. He had a gut feeling, a feeling that something bad was coming, and no one could stop it." The way Method Man described Biggie's demeanor shocked fans. He wasn't the untouchable superstar that public perception had painted. He was human, scared, and acutely aware of the dangers surrounding him. "Biggie was careful, man. But even the careful ones can get caught off guard," Method Man continued. "There were whispers, threats, rumors, things that the cameras never caught, the media never reported. People want to make it a story about fame or money, but it was more complicated than that. It was about loyalty, about trust, about knowing who would stab you in the back when the spotlight was on you." Fans watching the clip immediately began theorizing. Could Method Man be referencing a hidden betrayal within the industry? Was this hinting at someone close to Biggie? The comment sections exploded with speculation. "Yo, is he talking about someone in Bad Boy Records?" one fan asked. Another wrote, "This is insane. Could it be Tupac-related drama too?" The clip continued with Method Man recounting private conversations. He mimicked voices, describing the tension-filled debates and whispered warnings exchanged in the late-night studio sessions. "I told him, B, you gotta watch your back." And he said, "Man, I know. I feel it too." That's when you knew it wasn't just paranoia. It was real. Real enough that it changed how we moved, how we talked, who we trusted. The drama was heightened by the sporadic cuts in the video. Viewers could see faint traces of older photographs on the walls behind Method Man, old press clippings and iconic album covers that anchored the story in the golden era of 90s hip-hop. Fans noticed every detail, dissecting the background for clues about who else might have been involved. "Look at that picture in the back. Is that Puffy?" one user wrote. Another replied, "Nah, that's someone else." Maybe a hint to the insider. As Method Man's voice grew more intense, the story became darker. He described the emotional toll of watching friends navigate fame while constantly under threat. "Emotions ran high," he said. "You think you're ready for this life. You think you can handle the fame, the money, the women. But then you see a friend, a brother, looking over his shoulder every day, wondering who's out to get him. And you realize fame can't protect you. Loyalty, that's what matters." And that night, it wasn't there. Fans who had been casual listeners suddenly became investigators, piecing together Method Man's narrative with old interviews, music videos, and public appearances from Biggie. The internet erupted with threads titled, "Decoding Method Man's Shocking Biggie Story," and "New Video Reveals the Night Biggie Knew Danger Was Close." And then came the most shocking part. Method Man leaned closer to the camera, whispering as if someone might overhear him through the screens. "I can't say everything. I don't have the right. But you need to understand, it wasn't just an accident. It wasn't just timing. It was the consequences of actions people took years before. And those consequences, they caught up with him." The audience collectively gasped, at least virtually. Fans' comments went from speculative to frantic. "He's saying someone orchestrated it. Method Man just implied murder. I can't believe this. I grew up thinking Biggie's death was just bad luck." The family of hip-hop fans, many of whom had grown up idolizing both Biggie and Method Man, felt divided. Some were in awe of Method Man's bravery, believing he finally gave a glimpse into the real struggles behind the rap scene. Others felt disturbed and upset that decades-old tragedies were being aired in such a public, viral format. The controversy only escalated when reaction channels began cutting the clip into short, dramatic snippets, each one more sensational than the last. And then came the twist that set the internet on fire. Method Man hinted at an unnamed witness who had remained silent all these years. "There's someone else," he said, voice dropping. "They were there. They saw it happen. They didn't speak up. And now, maybe they should." The statement alone caused thousands of fans to speculate about who could have been present that night. Rumors spread like wildfire, with names being thrown around from fellow rappers to old producers and even media personalities. It was clear. The leaked tape had done more than shock fans. It reignited debates about the 90s rap feud era, Biggie's legacy, and the real dangers lurking behind the music scene. The story was no longer just about nostalgia. It had become a viral, ongoing mystery, with Method Man at the center of revelations that could redefine what fans thought they knew. As the clip continued to circulate, the tension only escalated. Fans weren't just watching, they were dissecting, analyzing, and obsessing over every word Method Man said. Reaction videos popped up within hours, some praising him for his honesty, others accusing him of stirring unnecessary drama. The streets of social media were buzzing, and it felt like the entire hip-hop world had paused to catch a breath. In the video, Method Man leaned back, his hands gripping the edge of the chair as if holding on for support. "People don't understand," he said, voice thick with emotion. It wasn't just about rivalries or money. There was fear, real fear, and it spread like wildfire. You'd see it in the eyes of people you thought you could trust. I watched my brother Biggie navigate that fear every single day, and I felt helpless. Because no matter how much loyalty you had, there were forces bigger than us. Forces that didn't care about friendship, about respect, about life. The reactions online were immediate and fierce. Fans flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok with their theories. "He's basically saying Biggie was surrounded by snakes," one viral tweet read. Another posted, "Method Man just confirmed there was a conspiracy behind the whole thing." Comment sections on forums and fan pages exploded with speculation. Users debated every word, every glance, every pause Method Man made, searching for hidden clues. Meanwhile, the hip-hop community itself began to react. Some artists took to social media to support Method Man. Some artists took to social media to support Method Man. Snoop Dogg posted a cryptic message: "The truth always comes out, even if it takes years. Respect to those who speak it." Others, however, were more cautious. Rumors swirled that members of Biggie's inner circle were uncomfortable with the leak and worried about potential legal repercussions or public backlash. In the clip, Method Man went deeper into the night in question, offering details fans had never heard before. Biggie was in the studio that night finishing some verses. He was laughing, joking, but beneath it, you could feel tension in the air. I tried to keep it light, tried to make him laugh because I knew he was feeling it. He always felt it. But some things you can't laugh away. Some things are bigger than music, bigger than fame. And that night, it hit harder than anyone expected. Fans immediately speculated about what Method Man meant by, "It hit harder than anyone expected." Could this be a new revelation about who was involved? Or perhaps something even more sinister? Something that had been kept hidden from the public eye for decades. Social media was ablaze with speculation, with posts like Method Man drops bombshell on Biggie, incident and new details revealed. About the night the world lost Biggie, internet also became a stage for debate among fans who had grown up idolizing both Biggie and Method Man. Some felt this revelation added depth to the tragedy, painting Biggie as a human being caught in a web of fear and betrayal. Others argued that airing such stories decades later could tarnish his legacy, turning respect into scandal. "I love Biggie, but this is too much," one fan commented. Another fired back, "We deserve to know the truth. He was our brother too." The video continued, showing Method Man recounting whispered conversations, subtle warnings, and the undercurrents of tension that had plagued Biggie in the final months of his life. "I tried to warn him," Method Man said. "I told him, B, don't trust the smiles, don't trust the handshakes." He nodded, but that night, we learned that even trust has limits, and sometimes loyalty isn't enough to save you. Fans immediately began connecting the dots with other famous events from the era. Some brought up old feuds, others referenced unresolved rumors. Online, threads titled "Decoding the Method Man Tape" and "New Biggie Info" started trending. Fans were piecing together every song lyric, interview, and public appearance in search of clues to validate Method Man's claims. The intensity of the drama was amplified by the subtleties in Method Man's speech. Every pause, every sigh, every glance toward the corner of the room hinted at stories he couldn't tell. "There were people in that room who knew more than they should have," he said, voice barely above a whisper. "And I've carried that knowledge for decades, waiting for the right time to speak. I can't name names, but the truth is heavier than you realize." Fans couldn't get enough. Reddit threads turned into full-blown investigations. YouTube channels uploaded minute-by-minute breakdowns, and reaction videos went viral overnight. Some fans even claimed they had spotted former industry figures in the background of Method Man's clip, sparking wild theories about hidden involvement in Biggie's life and death. Then came the part that made emotions run even higher. Method Man described a private conversation he had with Biggie just days before the incident. He said to me, "Meth, I feel like something's gonna happen, and I don't know if I can stop it." I didn't know what to say. I wanted to reassure him, to tell him it'd be okay, but I couldn't lie. I knew too much, and I knew the streets, I knew the game. And that's a heavy weight to carry when it's on a friend's shoulders. Fans were shocked. Comments poured in. Emotions ran high reading this. The family was left divided online, some defending Method Man, some defending Biggie. It's so sad to think he felt that fear and no one could shield him. As the clip approached its conclusion, Method Man made a statement that would haunt fans for days. "I don't regret saying it," he said. "Biggie deserves the truth. The fans deserve the truth. And if the truth shakes the foundations, so be it. But remember, this isn't about blame. It's about understanding. Understanding that fame, power, and music, they can't protect you from human nature." And that night, it was the hardest lesson we ever learned. The reactions were instantaneous. Twitter exploded with threads analyzing every word. Fan communities debated the implications of Method Man's revelations. Was this an admission that certain people had orchestrated events behind the scenes? Or was it simply an emotional recollection of fear, tension, and paranoia that had defined the 90s hip-hop era? Even beyond social media, the drama spread. Podcasts picked up the story, interviewing people who claimed insider knowledge. Old producers and musicians began giving vague, cryptic statements to reporters, neither confirming nor denying the details, only adding fuel to the fire. "Everyone is talking, but no one is saying," one producer said. "It's all in the subtleties, the glances, the whispers." It was clear that Method Man's clip had reignited one of the most debated tragedies in hip-hop history. Fans were obsessed, the community was divided, and the story had shifted from nostalgia to a viral mystery with real stakes. And while Method Man's words left many questions unanswered, one thing was undeniable. The legend of Biggie Smalls was now intertwined with new revelations, and the world would never look at that night the same way again. As the social media storm raged on, Method Man's revelation had clearly struck a nerve. Fans were not just consuming the clip, they were dissecting it, theorizing about every pause, every word, and every subtle glance. What made the story even juicier was the sudden appearance of previously unseen footage from that era. Amateur videos shot at old studio sessions began resurfacing, showing Biggie laughing, vibing, and joking with friends, completely unaware that tensions were quietly simmering beneath the surface. Some eagle-eyed fans claimed to notice figures in the background who were never mentioned in official accounts, people with unknown allegiances, watching from a distance. "You can see it in their eyes," one viral TikTok pointed out. "They're waiting for something to happen." Threads on Reddit exploded with conspiracy theories. Fans debated endlessly. Was this new footage proof that Biggie's fears were justified? Was there someone orchestrating events from the shadows? Or was it just paranoia, fueled by the dangerous environment of the 90s hip-hop scene? Meanwhile, the hip-hop community itself had mixed reactions. Old friends of Biggie began resurfacing in interviews, some openly praising Method Man for his honesty, others questioning the timing and motives. Nas posted a cryptic Instagram story showing a black and white photo of himself with Biggie, captioned, "Legends never die, but truth." Truth is tricky. Fans interpreted this in countless ways, speculating that Nas was hinting at hidden dynamics during Biggie's final days. Method Man's clip, now labeled "The Truth About Biggie" by countless YouTube channels, took on a life of its own. Reaction videos ranged from serious deep dives to exaggerated entertainment-driven takes. One creator suggested that the clip might be the most explosive revelation about Biggie in decades, while another argued that Method Man was walking a fine line, teasing secrets he may never fully disclose. Comments were relentless. Emotions ran high reading this. "I feel like I was there," and "Fans are shocked. My mind is blown." The tension escalated when a few industry insiders began dropping hints on social media. One anonymous producer tweeted, "What Meth said, only part of the story, the rest, well, some things are better left unspoken, unless you're ready for the fallout." The tweet sent fans into a frenzy, attempting to piece together what other secrets could be lurking. Was there a new angle to Biggie's story that no one had heard before? Or was it simply the drama of the past being replayed in the present? The viral clip also reignited debates over loyalty and trust in the hip-hop world. Fans dissected every lyric from Biggie's late tracks, searching for hidden meanings that might align with Method Man's recollections. "It's like reading between the lines of history," one Reddit user wrote. "Every rhyme, every line. Now, it carries new weight." Emotions ran high as fans argued over whether Biggie's music had foreshadowed the fears he expressed to Method Man. Adding more fuel to the fire, a fan-made compilation titled "Biggie's Last Warnings" began circulating online. It stitched together old interviews, behind-the-scenes footage, and fan-contributed photos, creating a timeline of Biggie's final weeks. Every laugh, every hand gesture, every subtle look was scrutinized for clues. Fans were convinced that there was more to the story than had ever been revealed. The family was left divided, one viral post claimed, referring to fans' conflicting interpretations of Biggie's inner circle. Method Man's own words were replayed endlessly in memes, fan edits, and reaction videos. "I tried to warn him," he had said in the clip. B. Don't trust the smiles, don't trust the handshakes. The phrase quickly became iconic in fan circles, with people using it in everything from social media captions to TikTok audio tracks. It wasn't just a story anymore, it was a cultural moment, sparking debates and discussions far beyond the original clip. The drama deepened when several prominent journalists decided to investigate. Articles appeared with headlines like "Method Man's Biggie Revelations, What We Know and What We Don't," and new footage raises questions about Biggie's last days. Interviews with former collaborators revealed conflicting accounts, some supporting Method Man's perspective, others offering alternative narratives. The uncertainty made the story even more tantalizing, as fans tried to determine which version was closest to the truth. Meanwhile, Online communities became divided. Some hailed Method Man as a hero, a truth teller finally shedding light on the realities of life around Biggie. Others criticized him, claiming he was exploiting tragedy for attention or stirring drama that could harm reputations. Threads exploded with fiery debates. "Meth is brave," one user wrote, "but is this too soon?" Another responded, "We deserve to know, no matter how long it takes." The story began to touch on personal stakes within Biggie's circle. Method Man hinted at private conversations he'd had with mutual friends, revealing tensions and disagreements that fans had never known about. He spoke of whispered warnings, subtle confrontations, and quiet betrayals that had defined the atmosphere around Biggie in his final months. Fans hung on every word, dissecting each statement for deeper meaning. The emotional impact was undeniable. Social media was flooded with posts expressing grief, awe, and disbelief. Emotions ran high, one popular Instagram account wrote, summarizing fans' reactions. The family was left divided, even in the digital age, as we processed the weight of these revelations. Memes emerged, juxtaposing Biggie's carefree studio moments with the tension Method Man described, creating a stark contrast that captured the imagination of fans everywhere. In a particularly gripping moment of the clip, Method Man described a studio session where Biggie had confided in him directly. B said, "Meth, I can feel it coming. Something's about to change, and I don't know if I can stop it." "I didn't want to respond, because the truth is heavier than words," Method Man said, his voice shaking slightly. Fans reacted with an outpouring of empathy, many claiming they felt the weight of that statement themselves. Comments like, "The emotions here are unreal, and this hits different now," became widespread. Method Man's closing reflection on loyalty, friendship, and the unforgiving nature of the streets. "We did what we could," he said. "But some things are beyond anyone's control." Biggie lived, laughed, and loved. But he also carried a burden none of us could share. And that burden is the truth we finally see now. Fans were left stunned, the story reverberating across platforms. The clip had not only reopened conversations about Biggie's life and legacy, but had also introduced new layers of mystery and intrigue. The legend of Biggie Smalls had always been larger than life, but Method Man's revelation had made it clear. Even legends carry hidden truths, and the world was only beginning to understand them. The intensity surrounding Method Man's revelations reached a fever pitch. Fans were no longer just discussing the clip, they were living it. Social media threads exploded, with speculation ranging from behind-the-scenes rivalries to secret alliances that had gone unnoticed for decades. The narrative wasn't just about Biggie anymore, it was about the unseen forces shaping his final days, the hidden tensions, and the loyalty that was tested in ways fans could barely comprehend. Method Man, now appearing in a follow-up interview, elaborated on some of the subtler moments that had gone unnoticed. "People think it was all music and parties, but there was always a tension, a constant undercurrent of fear," he said. "You'd see it in the way B looked at certain people, the way he paused before conversations. It wasn't paranoia, it was awareness. He knew, and he warned us all that night. The energy was heavy, and I can still feel it." Fans immediately latched onto the description, dissecting every lyric from Biggie's final recordings, replaying old footage and comparing it to Method Man's account. Online debates raged over whether the fear Method Man described had been foreshadowed in Biggie's music. "Every line now feels like a warning," one viral tweet claimed. Fans are shocked. Emotions ran high. "I can't believe I'm seeing this side of history." The tension reached a new level when previously unreleased audio clips were leaked, allegedly recorded during studio sessions in Biggie's final weeks. In one snippet, Biggie could be heard speaking in hushed tones about trust, loyalty, and the pressures of fame. "Some people smile at you, but you know they're not real," Biggie said. "You gotta watch the hands, the eyes, the things people don't say. That's where the truth hides." Fans immediately connected this to Method Man's statements, claiming it confirmed the rapper's account. Amid the chaos, the hip-hop community itself began reacting. Veteran artists shared cryptic statements online. One tweeted, "Sometimes the streets tell stories the cameras can't capture." Another posted a series of emojis hinting at betrayal and hidden alliances. Fans were left piecing together clues like detectives, interpreting every post, comment, and story as a potential key to unraveling the mystery. Method Man, Sensing the storm he had unleashed added more dramatic weight to the tale. He spoke of confrontations behind closed doors, subtle threats disguised as casual conversations, and the constant pressure that hung over Biggie. We all tried to protect him, but sometimes protection isn't enough. Sometimes the people closest to you, they can't shield you from what's coming, he said. Fans responded immediately, flooding the comment sections with messages like, "The family was left divided, even online. This hits way harder than I thought," and "I never realized how heavy it all was." The drama escalated further when Method Man hinted at unresolved conflicts involving industry figures. There were whispers, deals, alliances, and some of them didn't have B's best interests at heart, he said. "I saw it, I felt it, and I couldn't stop it." That's the truth, fans speculated wildly. Some believed there were still people with secrets. Others claimed there were unresolved rivalries that had contributed to the tension. Online, the speculation was non-stop. Meanwhile, memes and fan edits began to portray Biggie not just as a legend, but as a man navigating a dangerous maze of hidden threats. Some juxtaposed images of him smiling in studio sessions with captions referencing Method Man's revelations. The emotional impact was immense. Social media posts emphasized the raw human element. "Emotions ran high," one viral video caption read. "He was just a man, carrying the weight of the world, and we never fully understood." Method Man also shared the impact this period had on himself and others. "We were all living in that tension," he said. "Some of us coped with humor, some with music, and some with silence. But the memories, they linger. And now, years later, I feel compelled to share them, so people understand the reality behind the legend." Fans immediately responded with empathy, sharing their own emotional connections to Biggie's music and the new revelations. The story reached its dramatic climax when Method Man hinted at a private meeting he had with Biggie's inner circle, where emotions ran high and loyalties were questioned. There were accusations, there were tears, and there were moments where we all wondered if things would ever be the same, he said. "I can't reveal everything, but the weight of those hours, it changed all of us." Fans reacted with shock and awe, debating whether this new detail hinted at betrayals that had never been publicly acknowledged. The personal stakes became even clearer. Method Man described a moment when he had to confront a close friend about actions that could have endangered Biggie. "I looked him in the eye and said, 'This isn't just about music or money. This is about life.'" He didn't respond. "And I knew, at that moment, that some truths were heavier than friendship." Fans reacted with a mix of horror and fascination, commenting, "The tension is unbearable. The family was left divided. Even fans feel it. And I can't believe we're hearing this now." It was clear that Method Man's revelations had reignited one of the most emotionally charged debates in hip-hop history. Fans were no longer just reflecting on Biggie's legacy. They were actively engaging with it, analyzing, theorizing, and debating the hidden truths behind the music. The clip had achieved something remarkable. It had transformed history into a living, breathing drama that spanned decades. Social media continued to be a whirlwind. TikTok users recreated scenes from studio sessions. Twitter threads debated the implications of Method Man's statements, and YouTube channels posted reaction videos analyzing every frame of the original clip. Fans debated the motives of everyone involved, speculating about the unseen dynamics that had shaped Biggie's life and untimely death. Method Man reflected on the broader meaning of the revelations. It's not about blame, it's about understanding. Biggie Smalls lived, laughed, and loved, but he also faced a world that was harsher than most will ever know. We owe it to him to understand the truth, even if it shakes us. Fans were moved to tears, emotionally processing a side of Biggie's life that had never been public. By the time the clip ended, the story had fully cemented itself as a viral cultural moment. Fans were left with a complex mix of emotions: shock, awe, sadness, and a renewed appreciation for Biggie's music and life. Method Man's candidness had reignited debates about loyalty, trust, and the realities of life in the hip-hop world. The story was far from over, and the world would continue to grapple with the weight of these revelations for years to come. So there you have it. The revelations from Method Man have not only reopened a chapter of hip-hop history, but also reminded us of the human side of legends. Biggie Smalls wasn't just a larger-than-life icon. He was a man navigating trust, loyalty, and danger in ways we are only now beginning to understand. Fans are shocked, emotions ran high, and the community is buzzing with debate. The family was left divided, even in the digital age, as Method Man's words continue to resonate and stir curiosity about what really happened behind the scenes. But here's the question that keeps everyone talking. How much of the truth are we actually seeing? Are there still secrets locked away in the shadows of the 90s hip-hop scene? Will more revelations come to light? Or is this glimpse the closest we'll ever get to the full story? The mystery continues to captivate, and the discussion is far from over. Now it's your turn. What do you think about Method Man's revelations? Do you believe every word, or do you think there's more to the story that hasn't been told? Drop your thoughts in the comments because your perspective is part of this ongoing conversation. Don't forget to hit that like button. If this story gave you chills, subscribe for more exclusive insider updates, and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat in the world of hip-hop drama. Share this video with friends who love the culture, because everyone deserves to witness these explosive, never-before-seen details about Biggie's legacy. The story doesn't end here. Hip-hop's history is alive, and you're part of it. So comment, discuss, and stay tuned, because the next revelation could be just around the corner.